Radio. Shout it.
Staying alive, exactly. Staying alive in the game and keeping that longevity, though. I mean, what do you attribute your longevity to and being able to still be relevant? Is it okay? Is it you? Mm-hmm. Is it the songs? Yeah. Is it the fans? What is it that keeps you relevant and in the game?
I think it's a mixture. I think it's a mixture of all of it. You know, I think I came at a time where those songs were so fresh and new, and we were young enough. The artists were young enough to embrace them. These songs just take them back to good ass times. What, man? What was you at the first time you heard No More Playing GA? Oh, I was in college. I was at HBCU. I was at a football game.
I was in class in middle school. I remember it. They were like, "It's a guy named Pastor Troy. This song No More Playing GA. He going that P." And I'm like, "What this is?"
And nigga here that said, "I love it." So that's a beautiful thing, man, to be able to just remember that kind of stuff, man. Just remember them days.
Come on.
That's a beautiful thing. I like that.
What music hit you like that?
The Tupac, of course. Tupac hit me hard. Goody Mob hit me hard.
Yeah.
Goody Mob hit me harder than Outkast.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they did. It just did at that time in my life. I don't know. I hadn't experienced enough. You know, I was young. I wasn't smoking weed. I wasn't doing that shit. A lot of stuff that Big was talking about. I hadn't experienced that shit. I barely had a shot of ass. I damn sure don't know what these niggas talking about. Player ball. I ain't no player. I ain't shit. But Goody Ball, man, it's so hard living this life. I felt that damn shit. It's hard.
I didn't ask to come. Come on. No, that Goody got me through too. Like I said, between my Troys and my Goody, that's the music that I use to get me through when I'm in the industry trying to figure out right from wrong, up from down, and how to stay down.
Yeah.
I'll pop in that music.
That's good.
For my hustlers.
That Old Father, man, that's another gem.
Talk to me.
They love that record, man. Old Father? People, they love that record, man, because it's just so honest. You feel me, man? That's what I loved and appreciated about the early years in the game. That I ain't have no fans. So it wasn't nothing for me to worry about offending or none of that stuff, man. I could just say what was on my mind. You feel me, man? Now, everything's so opinionated, man. Everybody got something to say. You feel me, man? It's just changed the whole game, man. So if there's anything that I miss about being the Troy from 1998, it's that freedom of just that real freedom of speech.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You still have freedom of speech, but you damn sure have to deal with them consequences.
That's right. Exactly. They be on your ass about that. Now, for my hustlers, one of my favorite quotes, I started off at the bottom of the barrel, homie. Had to deal with these fuck niggas hating on me.
Ain't it lonely?
When headed to the top.
That big boy dropped. Oh! She went on the block and polo socks.
My God. Troy, you already at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
And niggas still hating on you. And you trying to get to the top. Break down that mindset, because I done rolled to that shit. You can dedicate probably 1 million streams to me. You're welcome.
Right. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. Shit.
We leave.
Come on,
dog. Man, you know, I just know so many brothers that felt like that, man. Come on, B. The only reason it resonates because you done felt like that goddamn before, man. You feel me, bro?
Nigga.
Yeah, done felt it, man. I'm just so glad that I ain't never get caught up in having to be anybody else. You feel me, man? I ain't had to ever be the nigga around here with 50 chains on. I ain't had to be the nigga pulling up in the Phantom and stuff like that. That just the shit that wasn't just important to me. I'm just on some more shit, man, on some real preparing myself, taking care of my family shit.
So what was it that made you different, though, Troy, compared to everybody else? And what advice would you give to that next artist that's trying to come out right now, that's thinking about getting into the music industry and they want to make a stain in the game, though? They don't want to sound like everybody else, but they don't know where to start. And then what kind of confidence level do they have to come out there like that?
Hey, man, you know, so the big thing for me was my parents.
Yeah.
Having my parents behind me, knowing what I was pursuing, I didn't want to let them down. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do
Exactly.
it. There ain't nothing, man. Come on, bro. That shit feel good to goddamn put mama in Benzes and shit like that,
Facts.
man. Breaking off bread and passing cards. That shit feel great. From something that I told y'all that I wanted to do, and y'all trusted me and believed in me to do it. In the midst of hearing niggas falling by the wayside
Yeah.
every other night. You feel me, man?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I done had a studio for 20 years. How many studio? It ain't been a damn killing in the studio in Atlanta, Georgia that my mama ain't heard first.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And to get that call, Mike, did you know him? Have you been over there? You know what I mean? What a mother say. But young artists who want to get out there, man, find you something to do it for.
Yeah.
Don't just do it because you want to do it. You want to fuck some hoes. You want to do all that shit. I done heard it all, Beehive. But niggas, they say everything about what they want to do it for. And I see why you ain't going to ever do it.
Yeah.
You feel me, man? That ain't enough. That's all you want out the shit? You in the way.
After you, Troy, what artist came up in the A that impressed you?
After me, right after me was probably Tip. Yeah, right after me was Tip. Yeah, man, he did a good job, but I just saw him go from this to that. I know he had to go to that drawing board. And Pastor Troy Face Off album, I was doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And me and Tip, we were a lot cooler back then. You know what I mean? Young boy coming up and shit like that. But I remember him telling me, man, we were riding and we rolled across each other. He was listening to my Face Off CD.
Yeah.
He said, man, I love how you rap so braggadocious, man. It's just so arrogant. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I appreciate that. But to see that translate into his music and stuff and he take off with his king thing, man, hey, I dig it.
After Tip, who else?
Jeezy. Jeezy, that was impressive because I had did the song with Lil J. You know what I mean? All right, it was straight, but he ain't had the formula just
Yet. Yeah.
When he got with Shawty Red, though,
Oh, Shawty Red, what up, though,
my
fool?
boy, man, that's
Yeah.
Pastor Troy movement, man, and him already doing that. Then ad libs and stuff like that, all that came into play. All right, I'm saying, all right, he here, Troy. He's a Troy fan.
Exactly.
You feel me, man? So you gotta embrace them boys that came up out of the city that you know gotta salute this shit.
Exactly.
You feel me, man?